coverage.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. I hope you're still living, loving, breathing sports and cards. I'm Dom with the great man, Saucy. How you going, brother?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. Good to be back for another week on the clock. 283. We're raising the triple century then before we even know it, Doma. Raising the bat once again for the triple century of episodes. But it's been a big week and controversy in the F1. Massive. When I seen the story, I sent it over to you. I said, Doma, is this bullshit or is this legit? They haven't left enough tread for testing afterwards, old McLaren. And they, well, let's just say it, Doma. To start the show, they absolutely deserve it. They are lemons, big lemons. They are McLaren F1 with what they've done to both their drivers. They were just trying to stuff Piastri, and they've stuffed Lando as well. And given Verstappen still a sniff. There is still a sniff.
The door sort of was like this. It was almost closed. And now it's about halfway open, mate. You're giving the great white shark, the lion, the king of the jungle, a sniff. You can smell the blood, old Maxi boy. And I tell you what, you should have seen him off the start. He just went bang, straight down onto the curb to go into turn one, mate. He was not. I tell you now, he was not moving for Lando. It was either you smash me and you're out, or you smash me and we're both out. There's no other option. It's let me through or you're done. He just held the driving line and played chicken. And Lando had to back out, and then he went wide, and then that was it. Russell took second. Max was then away. Do you remember when I said in last week's episode that Max will win and the two Le Mans will take each other out? Well, you're half right, Global, and welcome to the show, Global. Their team took them out. My prediction is this week they both take each other out. And Max goes 1 point behind after he wins the sprint as well, about 1 to whatever is 4 points behind. Max just needs to be within 7 points going into the last race. Because if he wins and Lando finishes second, he gets a 7-point advantage. So even if Lando's 6 points ahead, Max just needs to win, and he wins by a point.
I've got a theory, Doma. I've got a theory. There is a Netflix series going on. So I think for the theater, for the theatrics, the F1 they've done some rinky-dink. They've done some rinky-dink. I don't know. I just feel like there's something going on.
I in the back of my mind, I just think that he wins this week, Lando, and it's over. In all honesty,
we'll see.
I just think it was too good. I think it was just too good to be true. What happened?
Where are we racing this week, Doma?
Qatar.
There you go.
Qatar at Lusail Circuit. It's 3 a.m. on Monday. You're going to have to all get up. Global says, please do off the grid for the last two races.
3 a.m. on a Monday.
That's tempting as.
It is tempting because Arsenal will most likely be playing.
The problem is my son wakes up at 3 a.m. every morning. It's the only thing.
You have to put a Rey Mysterio mask on him and bring him on stream.
He probably knows all the drivers' names as well, which is, yeah. I might just tell the wife, I'll do all the work on the Sunday, and then I'll sleep on the couch Sunday night and get up Monday morning and go straight. I've actually got a wedding on Sunday night, so just imagine backing up the wedding into off the grid off probably 3 hours sleep.
We've done it before, haven't we?
We've done it, mate. During the World Cup, we've done a lot of stupid shit. I don't think we ever slept. to be honest. The Euros as well. We've done some dumb stuff on this podcast in the last 5 years. Trust me, ladies and gents, if you go back in time, we've done some crazy shit to get
Up
Russian
all hours doing live streams.
just for Russian bots.
Russian to get botted because we were breaking a case of mosaic.
Hopefully we get botted so people can fill our breaks in double coverage breaks. Just have even more bots. Anyway, it's come down to the last two races. There's a sprint race as well this weekend for the Qatar Grand Prix, and then it all wraps up in Abu Dhabi on the 8th of December source. So 1st of December,
massive
8th, it's going to be crazy.
Andy, how are you, mate? Seeing your side won in the Asian Champions League. Melbourne City beat Joe Darul Tazim or something out of Malaysia, I think it is.
I miss the days of having bets when Source would fall asleep.
Manny would be in the chat just waiting for me to fall asleep so he could screenshot.
Those COVID streams were just elite. We had special guests and we had all types of crap happening. It was just, we had nothing else to do, mate. So gave birth to the podcast, and we saw Max Verstappen win a world championship in the last race in one of those years doing this pod, and hopefully we get to see it happen twice in 5 years. So let's just imagine he did it last race and he wins off a safety car as well. It even give Hamilton nightmares, and he's not even up there. He's like, how could it be happen twice? 2 British drivers got screwed by a safety car.
It was Hamilton's own fault. Let's just not forget that.
Yes, that's right. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix, if he doesn't have nightmares about that for the rest of his life,
he should be 8-time world champion.
All he had to do was just finish the race. He just went too aggressive. He cooked himself. He just had to turn the corner, Source. He could have gone in at 10 kilometers an hour.
He locked them.
He just went too hard.
He locked them.
Lemon behavior. But anyway, It's F1 World Championship rankings at the moment. You got Norris on 390, and then Piastri and Verstappen 366.
Still a bit of interest, and that's what we want to see, Dom.
It's only 24 points, Source. That's it. Not 34, not 44, not 42, which is what it would have been if Norris didn't get disqualified. 42, yes, you heard that right, ladies and gents. He would have had an extra 18 points on Max. But no, it is 24. That's all it is. And it's one DNF away from all of a sudden Max Verstappen leading the World Championship. That's all I'm saying. If he DNFs this weekend, he'll be up by a point. If Max wins. That's all I'm saying.
3 a.m. Monday morning.
Andy, I'm telling you, ladies and gents. If you remember what I said on this podcast, Source, if you remember what I said on this pod about 3 months ago, it was middle of the year. It was when Max Verstappen was making his run back into this World Championship fight. And I said, there's a glimmer of hope here for Max. Did I think he'd get to this? Probably not. But I said, if Max Verstappen can win his 5th World Championship, there's enough evidence there for me to say he doesn't need to win 7 to be the best ever. He's just got the qualities of just... I'll bring it back. As I've always said, every driver went to the F1 movie premiere, and this guy went and raced cars. And he was winning races in GT3 cars when everyone went to the F1 movie premiere. Because he said that stuff isn't for me. He goes, I race. That's what he said. And that's the Mamba mentality you need to be the best ever. You need to be a bit sick in the head and obsessive. And he's got it. I'm just telling you. Source, to be honest, I just want to come on this show in 3 weeks' time when Max Verstappen's world champion and say that Lando Norris, doesn't matter what you say, you could have won this race, that race, it all means nothing. Are you a champion? No. So you're still irrelevant in the sport. You can have all the podiums. You can have all the fucking like Leclerc be a quali king. You can have all that crap. But if you haven't got a world championship, you're irrelevant in the sport. You're actually irrelevant. No one remembers the non-champions unless they're from your country, because you're like, oh yeah, Piastri. He was a great driver back in the day. Webber, Ricciardo, they were great drivers back in the day. You remember him because there's no one in England going, oh, Mark Webber, what a gun driver. They only remember the champion source. That's all I'm saying.
It's a fair point. And well, let's just hope something juicy happens this weekend. Something juicy happens this weekend.
There's only two options, source, that I want. Max Verstappen to win the world title, or somehow Piastri smuggles like a turbo or some shit out of Norris's garage and puts it in his car and somehow finds pace. And he somehow wins at $17 odds that you were telling me. Gamble responsibly.
16, yep.
Yeah, that's how far, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's odds have gone. He was almost 100. He should have been 100 points clear. Saucy said it 1,000 times. He should have been 100 points clear. It should have been over. He went from literally $2.80 favorite to $16 outsider. That's cooked. How mental is that, bro?
His car's being sabotaged.
We saw it unravel. We saw it unravel, like literally in front of our eyes. It was just mental. Anyway, Qatar Grand Prix source this weekend. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen, 3 a.m. on Monday morning, 1st of December. Do you think the little Red Bulls help Max lead? Bloody oath. It's 4 against 1. If I'm Yuki Tsunoda, you're crashing straight into Lando Norris. When he's the back marker, when Yuki Tsunoda's last and Norris has to come around, he just panics and goes, oh, I thought he was going the wrong way. Oh, bang, crash. Get him out. Max wins. That's what you do, mate. These drivers are all irrelevant. You got to help the GOAT.
What's his name in there? Get Mazepin in there for one round. He'd make it happen.
Yeah, he put Lance. Well, any race that has Lance Stroll in it is a help to anyone. So anyway, stay tuned for that one, Saucy. All right, let's get to some NBA news and the league leaders, as we'd like to start. Luka the Don still on top in the points on 34.5. Also averaging 8.8 and 8.9 assists, even with LeBron back. So, Tyrese Maxey. No, I've got this. There's a bloody blowfly somehow got in. It's just gone crashed into the light cover. It's gone ding above me. It's a big blowfly. Anyway, it's distracting me. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Tyrese Maxey. I've got short.
Sorry, let's catch the blowfly.
I'll catch it. I'll catch it with chopsticks like Mr. Miyagi did in Karate Kid. Mate. Don't worry about that. Danielson. Tyrese Maxey is second with 33 points. SGA up there. Giannis, who's injured, he's still in the 4th position. Donovan Mitchell, Jokic, what's he averaging? They've dropped a bit. 12.8.
Had a triple-double today. Just a lazy triple-double.
He's so good. Steph Curry averaging 28.8. Laurie Markkinen, Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brown. So pretty good. The standings source. The standings tell a different story altogether. 13 wins in a row for the Detroit Pistons. So since our last podcast, they haven't lost in a week.
Crazy.
So they are dominating.
They are very good defensively, Dom. Underrated defensively. Very good. I think that's part of the reason why they're winning a bunch of games. Their defense definitely keeps them in games.
The top 3 teams in the East they're all on win streaks and playing great basketball. Second are the Toronto Raptors, who have won 8 in a row as well. So they're absolutely flying. They're killing it. And then the Miami Heat have won 5 in a row and they're up into 3rd. So those 3 teams, Norman Powell comes back into the Heat side and he's just playing great basketball. Tyler Hero hasn't even come back yet.
He came back today.
He came back today, did he? Oh, he came back today. beautiful. That's what I like to hear as a Heat fan, because we've been playing great basketball without him. So for him to come back in, fit in nicely, we like that. Cavs in fourth, Knicks in fifth, Atlanta in sixth, and then in the play-in, we've got Philly, Orlando, Chicago, Boston have made their way back into the play-in. Milwaukee have dropped 5 in a row since that Giannis injury, which is not good signs for the Bucks.
Not surprising when you lose your best player.
And of course, we can't go without noting the Washington Wizards that have lost 14 straight. Source. I'm going to give them an honourable mention in the Spuds column
for
the podcast. Yeah, they absolutely suck. Into the West, Oklahoma's won 9 in a row. They are on top of the West and have the best record in the comp. In second, we've got Denver, who are literally flip-flopping with the Lakers in the second and third spot. The Lakers have won 4 in a row. He won by a point today, Source, after being in front with LeBron's terrible plus-minus. So,
still got the win. 1 by 2, I think.
Just remember what I said when I was at your place last week. Get him off the court. What was I saying the whole time? Get him off the court. Just get Luka on. You'll win. Just put Luka on, you end up winning. And you won. Let's get him off the court. But in saying that, if you can make it work with him, like on a win streak like this, geez, your team's going to be good. Can you win it? No. But you never know what happens before the All-Star break. There could be another Lemon
I'll be honest with you. Offensively, I think we're quite strong. I just think it's defensively that we're going to struggle.
Your defense sucks.
Yeah, I think defensively we're going to struggle, and are we able to adapt and transition our game on that end of the floor to, be championship contending? Time will tell. I don't see it at the moment. I think we can still be very good and have a great record, but as we know, Doma, what happens in playoffs? Defense intensifies. They don't call as many ticky-tack fouls. Luka won't get 12 free throws a game. And you just you have to play through that stuff. So, defense gets tougher. And in that essence, you also need to have your tougher defense. And generally, if you're one of the top 3 defensive sides, top 4 defensive sides in the league, you give yourself a very good shot at winning the title. I think, our defense needs to improve if we're to have any chance to win. Overall,
100%. The Rockets are in 4th. They're 11-4. The Spurs in 5th. Phoenix in 6th. They're literally just giving the ball to Booker and just let him shoot the ball in Phoenix, and it's working. So,
they've had a few other guys go off, have some big games. I think Dylan Brooks has had a few big games. Grayson Allen had a massive game. Did he play there, or he plays at another team? No, he plays at another team now. I got mistaken, but Dylan Brooks has had some big games. But yeah, look, I don't know. I think it's a bit of a flash in the pan, Dom. I think it's a bit of a flash in the pan, a moment in the season. I think we'll truly see where Phoenix is going to be by the end of the season, and I don't see them making the play-in or anything in that West at all. I think they're finishing outside the top 10.
Outside the top 10. Wow. So who's going to bounce back? The Clippers, the Jazz? The Clippers absolutely suck.
Yeah, the Clippers are surprising. You think they'd be better than what they are, but I think maybe it is time that those guys that on there, maybe the game has moved past them. They've had their time, they've come. Now they can't sort of. Yeah, it's tough because Harden's quite old now. I think he's like 37 or something like that. 36.
Yeah, he's old, mate. Yeah. Kawhi's aging and injured. Paul George aging and injured. Paul George is at the Clippers, isn't he? Or has he gone back to Philly?
Yeah, no. Paul George is in Philly.
At the Clippers. Oh, in Philly. Sorry.
He's in Philly with Maxey
and Embiid.
Embiid.
So I don't know.
We'll see.
We will see, that's for sure. That's pretty much it.
Trouble.
Golden State are in 8th, Minnesota 7th, Portland 9th, Memphis 10th, Utah in 11th. So, yep, that's it, Source, for the NBA, unless you have anything for me.
No, not really. There's obviously been some guys that have had standout starts of the season, but let's see now leading in these next sort of 30 games. What is it? It's around 50
Up to the
games
All-Star
played. They do
break.
the All-Star break. It's around 45 games or something they play before the All-Star break. So this stretch here where teams are sitting, and then obviously that there's still the trade window and everything is still open, so teams can still alter and make moves. So that's obviously going to change things going forward. But yeah, it's a long season, the NBA. We know that,
a very long
and
season.
And it ends up being a lot of the time a point where one team is fitter than the other, and we've seen an evidence of that last season. It came down to a game 7, but ultimately, unfortunately, Halliburton got injured, and that was about the series. So look, it's a long season. I think we may have underestimated how good potentially also OKC actually is. We didn't even think of them to win, and they might easily go back to back. Should they stay healthy.
I think they will. They're just playing so well at the moment.
Best start in franchise history, I believe.
It could be the Pistons.
That would be a story.
It would be a great story if it happened. And everyone holding those Cade Cunningham cards, they'd be laughing.
Oh, I nearly bought one the other week. I nearly bought one last week at the Melbourne Card Fair, wasn't it? There was under comps.
You almost did, but you didn't.
Boys at Boop, they had it there, and they were trying to entice me. Like, it's under comps, and I looked at the comps, and they were right. It was about $300.
It was under.
They weren't
comps.
talking shit.
They're going to do you a solid. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, solid. I was really going to buy it. It was a PS18. It was a rookie. I think Prism Water. PS18. Oh well. What's Kobe say? You miss 100% of the shots where you don't take, or Jordan, whatever. Yeah. The old saying.
Huh?
So didn't
you
take
might
the
have
shot,
missed.
so
You might have missed, or they might not win anything, and you saved your money.
I might have saved. So, yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Source. Let's get to some EPL.
Massive
you,
round of EPL, and I'm so excited to bring this one to you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get the fixtures up. I had the FOT mob ready, and we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up and we'll go through it. Here it is. By round, I usually do it by. So round 12 of games. Started off, Chelsea beat Burnley 2-0 away from home. Then you had Bournemouth against West Ham 2-2. Brighton versus Brentford 2-1. Fulham versus Sunderland 1-0. Surprising, and just on this, Dom, and we'll just stop on this game. We'll move on after this. We'll have a bit of a chat about it, and then we'll move on to the rest of the results. Liverpool defeated by Nottingham Forest 3-0 at Anfield. At Anfield, they are defeated 3-0. Albeit Liverpool, right? And what they've done. But what about Sean Dyche? Comes into Nottingham, a shambles after Ange has left, and the results he's achieved. To obviously, it just proves that you have to play a certain way, unfortunately, in the Premier League, especially if you don't have the players. You have to play a certain way. You just have to, or else you are not going to get results. And we tried to say this week after week about Ange Postecoglou and his ways and the way he wanted his team to play. And it's just not a reality. And I think it's a bit of ignorance as well, Dom, for Ange to not realize that and understand that he needed to change his tactics. Because Sean Dyche has come in and with the same players, pretty much, has won 3-0 at Anfield.
Should have probably got him in at United.
So anyway, Doma, Liverpool
Big win.
season done.
They're done. The only way they can win the league is they have to go undefeated. They can't lose another game. That's it now. That's it. Undefeated, mate. They can't even kick a goal, let alone go fucking undefeated. For as bad as United have been, they're below us.
They're struggling. They spent big money and they're struggling. Wolverhampton defeated by Crystal Palace 2-0. Newcastle with the big win at the 2-1 against Manchester City. Leeds United defeated by Aston Villa. The mighty Arsenal, the Gunners defeat Tottenham Hotspur 4-1. The London is red, that's for sure, over the weekend. And then Manchester United defeated by a 10-men Everton.
One of the most bizarre red cards of all time. One of the most bizarre red cards of all time.
I gather you watched the game because you were messaging me this morning.
I had the live updates on. I wasn't watching the game. I have to go watch it. But the red card, who was a guy for Everton got a red card for punching his own teammate in the face. He slapped his teammate in the face and he got red carded. It was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. He got to punch on with his own teammate. Yes, Sauce. Don't look bemused because that's what happened.
How can you red card someone for slapping his own teammate?
He was getting G'd up, mate. And it's like, you came over to me to calm me down. And it's like, relax. And he started getting in his teammate's face and he's throwing a swipe and he's in front of the ref. And the ref's just straight red at him. You should have seen the meme that should come out of it with Joshua Xerxes standing there. So it should be the great. He's literally like looking like, what the fuck is happening? You should look. Just type it in on Google. Just type it in. He's gone. He didn't punch him. He's like thrown a swipe with his hand, and there's been no contact made, mind you, Source. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. Red carded for his own teammate, and we still couldn't beat him. You should bring up the momentum chart from that game, Source, because it was just United the whole entire game. We got no Matthias Cunha and we absolutely suck. Like, I don't know what I have to say. We've been playing such great football and then put together that crap at Old Trafford, which is embarrassing. Have you got a video? Is there a clip? You're looking absolutely shocked here. I've actually rattled you.
I'm trying to find a clip.
I've genuinely rattled you because it sounds like I'm making it up. It looks like one of those Sora AI videos that have been circulating around the internet.
Did you see the one that I sent you about Pep Guardiola punching?
Yeah, punching the refs.
Oh, it's hilarious. Videos.
Sauce is just trying to find the video here, ladies and gents. He wants to bring it up. It's absolutely unbelievable. It'll be on IG, red card, Everton. Just type that in. It's just, it was so funny. If it loads, I'll bring it up. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah. Source. Here you go, mate. Yeah, have a watch. Missed the goal. Here they go. They're having a crack at each other here. A little bit of a sharp. So he did. He slapped his own teammate in the face. And then, obviously, what's his name jumps in. English. He's just killing his God. He's trying to punch on with everyone's sauce. Have a look at him.
That's crazy. That
Have a
is
look
crazy.
again.
I actually don't. I actually didn't believe it.
Have a look.
I
Have a
actually,
look. Here it is. Here it is. He shoves him. Bang! There it is, mate. Oh, slap. What is it? Ultimate Slap Championships. Dana White. Get him in. Unbelievable scenes. Yeah.
that's
You
mental.
would have thought that would rattle a team and we could just overcome them and just beat them. But you know what? It probably rattled us more because we were in disbelief as you were when I told you. Look at the momentum chart. It's a disgrace that we lost this game, Source. It's an absolute disgrace. This looks literally like the Man City versus Man United game from 2 seasons ago,
That's
where we got
mental.
destroyed. We actually killed them. Anyway, let's get to next week's games and Champions League. Let's not worry about United.
All right. This week's round of games, round 13, kicks off with Brentford versus Burnley, 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Then you got Manchester, no early fixture on Saturday night, which sucks. So first fixture's at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Then you got Manchester City against Leeds United, Sunderland versus Bournemouth, 4:30 a.m. You got Everton versus Newcastle. That will be a cracking fixture. And you got Tottenham and Fulham at 7 a.m. in the morning on Sunday morning. And then you've got Sunday night, Crystal Palace against Manchester United, 11 p.m. It's not a bad fixture.
I
Donna,
hate playing Crystal Palace.
there we go. That's going to be a tough one at their home, that's for sure. You got
Far out.
Aston Villa against Wolverhampton Wanderers on Monday morning, 1 a.m. Nottingham Forest against Brighton and Hove Albion at 1 a.m. And then West Ham versus Liverpool at 1 a.m. as well. And then to round off round 13 of fixtures, you've got Chelsea versus Arsenal at 3:30 a.m. Monday morning. Similar
Same
time
time
as
as the race.
As the race. I might have to go to bed and get up, and then I can watch the race and watch that at the same time.
Wow.
That would be elite. That'd be an idea, wouldn't it? Go to bed at 10, wake up about 2:45, 2:40, 2:50. Get on, watch the race.
Get 5 minutes of Martin Brundle interviewing someone on the track.
Yep, beautiful.
Might get Megan the Stallion avoiding him or like in the past. These celebs, they don't even know who he is. Anyway, but he should. 48th in the globe is global for EPL, not EPL fantasy, for the Supercoach. EPL Supercoach. Oh, yeah, I'm in the top 50 EPL. That's good, mate.
Pretty good. Good stuff, global.
I hope you win it, mate.
We've got Champions League, Doma. It doesn't stop there. We've got Champions League. This starts tomorrow, 4:45 a.m. Kicks off with Ajax versus Benfica, as well as Galatasaray against Union Saint Gilles. Then you got 7 a.m. Bodo Glimt against Juventus, Borussia Dortmund against Villarreal, Chelsea versus Barcelona,
Manny versus Manny in that
versus Bayer Leverkusen, Marseille versus Newcastle United, Slavia Prague versus Athletic Club, Napoli against Karabag FK. That rounds out tomorrow's fixtures Wednesday morning. And then you've got Thursday morning, Copenhagen against Karat Almaty, Paphos against Monaco, Arsenal against Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid against Inter Milan, Eintracht Frankfurt against Atalanta, Liverpool against PSV Eindhoven, Olympiacos against Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain against Tottenham Hotspur,
some good games,
Sporting against Club Brugge.
You know what's crazy? That Liverpool versus PSV Eindhoven game is actually a big game because of the form of Liverpool.
We'll have a look at the table there we go. It's a battle at the top. Bayern Munich against Arsenal. Both teams undefeated. Someone is going to drop some points here, or maybe they take it out equally. Let's see what happens.
At least Liverpool's winning Champions League games.
Well, Champions League, they're up there. A few clubs have some big fixtures. Juventus, a big fixture, have yet to
Oh,
register a win, so
they're
they would want to
poo-poo.
get one on the board. And then some other teams, Napoli,
Where's
who
mid?
have only
Where's Barca and
Barcelona's
Chelsea? Oh, they play each other.
12, so that's a big game. And then
Oh,
you
that's
got
a
Real
huge game, mate. That's a big
7
game.
12.
Big
So
game.
these, ladies and gentlemen, Champions League tomorrow morning
I'll
and
be tuning in
Thursday.
for that Chelsea Barca game. I'll be watching that one, 7 a.m. Manny versus Manny in that game. If you don't know what I mean, ladies and gents, Manuel goes to Chelsea and Barca. So it's Manny versus Manny. He has to look at himself in a mirror and barrack against himself. So he's going to wear one of those split jerseys, Chelsea one side, Barca the other side. So, all right, let's get to NFL and run through that quickly, Source. I'll bring it up this week. You know what? Get the visuals, make it look nice. You know, NFL's fix up their website a video, mate. It looks good. Bills lose to the Texans in what was a must-win game for them. So they stay at 7-4. I tell you what, Source, have a look at some of these records as I go through, because we're almost finished the season. What we're 2/3 of the way through the season. There's a third of the season left, and you'll see there's a lot of teams 6-5, 7-4. They're around the middle. Just like I'll get to the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat your Colts. You know, they were down and out, but now they moved to 6-4, 6-5. So they're still, in the mix. So Texans beat the Bills. Ravens, who, mate, they lost Lamar Jackson early, but they're up to 6-5 as well. With still 6 games left. So they've
And a
worked
lot of
themselves
teams
into
still
that.
in it.
Yeah, 100%. So they're 6-5. Even though the Steelers lose to the Bears are 8-3. Steelers 6-5. The Patriots 10-2. Slapped the Bengals 26-20. Lions over Giants. They moved to 7-4. So their record improves. Packers are 7-3 as they beat the Vikings 23-6. 6-5 are the Chiefs now. They beat the Colts 23-20. The Seahawks defeated the Titans 30-24. The Jags defeated the Cardinals 27-24. Browns defeated the Raiders. That's probably a nothing game there. This is a big game here, Source. Cowboys defeat the Eagles, which is a divisional game. They moved to 5-1. The Cowboys. There's still 6 games left, so that's a big win for them. Ended up beating them 24-21. Eagles are 8-3. Falcons defeat the Saints, and the Rams defeat the Buccaneers 34-7 to move to 9-2. And then the Monday Night Football game, the 49ers moved to 8-4 over beating the Panthers 20-9. The Panthers are 6-6. The bye teams were Denver, LA, Chargers, Miami, and Washington this week. The games coming up. Starting on Friday, we have Packers v Lions. Look at this Source, 7-3 versus 7-4. Big game. Look at this one. Chiefs versus Cowboys, 6-5 versus 5-5. These are big games. The Ravens must need
Going
a
on 3
win
games
now.
on Friday.
Yeah, 3 games on Friday. I'm not sure if there's 3. They might have one overseas. I think this game's. Is this an overseas? It usually says if the game's overseas. Maybe it's because I'm zoomed in. It said it the other week. I don't know. Anyway, Packers, Lions, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bengals, Ravens. Then there's a game on Saturday, Bears, Eagles, both 8-3. So that's a big game. And then on Monday, there's all the games are pretty much, on Monday. So Rams, Panthers, 49ers, Browns, Texans versus Colts, Saints versus Dolphins, Falcons, Jets, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Jags, Titans, Vikings, Seahawks, Raiders, Chargers, Bills, Steelers. That's a big game. Well, what the hell's going on here? Monday, it's got Sunday Night Football. It's all over the place here, ladies and gents. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They should say, no, I haven't done anything. It's just the way they've done their website. They've cooked it this week. I think they might have moved the game. The Sunday Night Football game's on Monday at 12:20 p.m., so midday. So Broncos, Commanders. And then the Monday Night Football game, which is actually Tuesday here, obviously, Patriots, Giants.
There you go. It's
It's another shit game.
It's going to be a massive end to the season. Have a look at the standings, Doma. Has it got the standings there? Can we have a look at the divisions?
Yeah, mate. Schedules. It was team standings in there. So New England, they've got this one covered. Buffalo's got nothing really to worry about because the Dolphins are the other team in the AFC East, AFC North. Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Look at that, 6-5 apiece. These two teams don't mean much. AFC South, Indianapolis. Look at this, 8-3, 7-4, 6-5 source. Colts, Jags, Texans. Very close. Then we've got AFC West. So Broncos are on top, but Chargers and the Chiefs, have a look at that. They're scrapping to get that wild card spot or make it through. And then in the NFC, we've got Philly and Dallas at the top of their division. Chicago, look at this. Bears, Packers, Lions, Vikings, 8-3, 7-3, 7-4, 4-7. In that one, that's very, very tight. The NFC South is a 6-5 Tampa's, 6-6 Panthers, 4-7 Falcons. Falcons aren't really out of it in that one. And then the NFC West, the Rams are 9-2, the Seahawks are 8-3, and the 49ers are 8-4.
Jeez.
So
that's a tough one.
That's a very
someone's going to miss out there because I think only one. How many wild card spots did they give?
They got a playoff picture at the moment, just for in the hunt. There you go. This is who they reckon are in at the moment.
No, if the season ended today.
Yeah, if it ended today. Ooh, on the bubble. Oh, the Chiefs, 54% chance. The Dolphins, 1% chance, mate. We've got hope.
No hope.
And look at this, mate. Eliminated. New York Giants.
They stunk once again.
Oh, they're so bad. Anyway, very interesting source. It's a couple of divisions there heating up, mate. All right, I'm going to throw it to you for the UFC.
Doma, over the weekend, it was a very good card. We will say that for just a fight night. It was a belter of a card, Doma, and I will bring up the results. Here we go. Taskurian against Dan Hooker. Taskurian, Arman Tassarukian, I should say, not Taskurian, won with a submission in the second round, gets the job done. It was an absolute demolition. 69 strikes to 17, 2 takedowns to 0. And yeah, it was just an absolute demolition. Ian Machado Gary gets the win over Bilal Muhammad over the 3 rounds. A good win. No takedowns. Bilal tried a few times. Good defense by Ian Gary. He gets the win. That's a big win for him. He's moving up the welterweight division nicely. He's probably got some big fights ahead. Volkan Ozdemir defeats Alonzo Minefield with a KO in the first round. Then you had Murbek Orabi defeating Jack Hermanson with a KO in the first round. And Waldo Cortez Acosta defeating Shamil Ghazivi with a KO in the first round. That's in the heavyweight division. Few KOs on this card. And then Koyoji Horoguchi defeating Tagari Valpegevov out of Russia with a submission in the second round. That rounds out the main card. I'll scroll down for anyone that's watching. You can see the results on the prelims. But that was a pretty good card. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch it because it was on at an ungodly hour. I was sleeping in on Sunday morning after obviously staying up and watching a bit of soccer the night before. So I was not keen on getting up in the morning for that, to be honest. This weekend,
Oh,
UFC 323. Is that this weekend or next weekend? No, this weekend there's a break. This is next weekend.
no,
So
yeah, there's a break.
we'll preview this next week at the Vasily against Peter Yan, which we'll preview it when the time comes. But I'm just going to say the Vasily is going to destroy him. And that's pretty simple.
Merab is another beast.
Merab is unreal.
Absolute beast. All right, Sauce. I just want to bring this up quickly because I don't know if it's the problem these days is with AI. You don't know if things are literally real, fake. You don't know anymore. But by the looks of things, no, it's definitely real. So I don't know if you saw this, Source. It was very interesting. So Conor McGregor tweeted on X. I know it's X, but he just said, "Hi guys, I am back. I was blessed to meet the most forward-thinking doctors from Stanford University and undergo a series of treatments to address trauma. I traveled to Tijuana, Mexico, and underwent ibogaine treatment at Ambio." So for those that don't know what ibogaine treatment is, they use ibogaine to treat soldiers with PTSD and addiction. It's not 100% legal in every state, so that's why it's done in Mexico. They've started trials in like Texas, but the point of it is ibogaine is a psychedelic treatment, and its effectiveness after I think three times is 96% or 97% chance of stopping addiction. So if someone's addicted to heroin, they go cold turkey after 3 sessions of ibogaine, and the success rate is they actually don't go back to using again. So the same thing with PTSD. It helps soldiers deal with their trauma from obviously war, things that they've seen to their fellow soldiers and whatnot. But he's obviously gone through this, as I'll read. So he says, "What's a Netflix documentary just released titled In Waves and War? It's the exact place I went. It was incredible, intense, and absolutely eye-opening. I was shown what would have been my death, how soon it was to be, and how it would have impacted my children." So obviously the psychedelics have made him hallucinate and you see things. He goes, "I was looking down on myself as it happened, and then I was looking out from the coffin. God then came to me in the Holy Trinity. He's mighty. Jesus, he's my child. I was shown the light. Jesus descended from the white marble steps in heaven and anointed me with a crown. I was saved. My brain, my heart, my soul healed. I was 36 hours under before I finally rested. When I awoke, I was me again. The most enlightening and enchanting experience I've ever undertaken. This treatment is worth its weight in gold. It's very, very tough. It absolutely saved my life and in turn saved my family. Thank you for your inspiration, brother." As you know, he just became an absolute coke fiend.
He did.
And who knows what else is used. So I don't know what this does to Conor McGregor. He's going to come back and fight.
Extremes.
Well, he's going to come back, Source, and fight at the White House card. If this card's actually real next year, he will be fighting on the card. So I'm not sure if you've heard about this. You do know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It could be the biggest card in the history of the UFC. That's what they're looking at. Is they're trying to get John Jones on there. They're trying to get everyone on that card.
Yeah, I've heard they're trying to make it a massive promotion on the grass of the White House. They're going to set up a stadium.
He could
set up a ring, an octagon.
It's Conor McGregor talking through a tweet. It's not Conor McGregor talking through a camera, so you can't actually read his body language and whatnot and the tone of it all. But based on what I explained to you at the start, Source, there is a success rate in this, and hopefully there is a success rate, and he can actually, even if he doesn't come back and fight, he's actually cleans up his act a bit because he was out of control.
He was.
I know. Some people look and laugh and go, he's become a living, walking meme of himself, but at the same time, you don't know how it's affecting his family, especially his partner and his kids. So hopefully he's back to normal. Hopefully he comes back and he does fight. It'd be great to see him get back out there And you know what? He fought pretty well against Poirier the first fight back. It's just obviously he got injured. So you know what I
I'll
mean?
believe
Like,
it when I see it, Tom.
yeah,
That's also
I'm the same as you. I
I'm
think
that attitude.
deep down inside, you do want to see it though. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
So I got just a bit of hope there.
It'd be good for the sport if he came back and had another fight. That's for sure.
100% it would. Anyway, I just wanted to show that and bring that up to you, mate. It's either that or we talk about Jake Paul fighting Anthony Joshua. So
well, on that, bro, we seen what he did to Ngannou, bro. Knocked him out, bro. Knocked him out.
I have been listening to people, and I give him credit where credit's due, where they say like Jake Paul has dedicated literally the last 5 years non-stop to boxing, where Ngannou is come from mixed martial arts to just stand-up boxing. It is very different to do. He got knocked out. But in saying that, he's fighting a former world champion, world heavyweight champion, mind you, and the guy's in his prime. It's not like we're talking about a washed-up Mike Tyson.
I know.
You're fighting him in his prime.
I don't know.
Anthony Joshua really, like, this is the problem with boxing, and you see these stupid fucking promo fights. You don't know what's actually legit and what isn't. Like, if, say, Jake Paul comes out and knocks him out, do you believe that he knocked him out, or do you believe that he took a fall to get paid? Like, I don't know what to believe, Source, because realistically, I look at this from a boxing point of view and I go, well, he knocks him out in literally the first 2.5 minutes. I'll give him 2.5 minutes because he's dedicated boxing the last 5 years, but realistically, he should kill him.
He should. He should, in all honesty.
Everything in boxing tells us if you took a heavyweight and he fought like a cruiserweight or a welterweight, he would box the socks off of him and kill him. So, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. It hurts my brain. In all honesty, I half blame Conor McGregor for this shit, and then I half blame KSI and all his mates that created Misfits Boxing and Logan Paul. I blame them, half of them, for all this shit because, like, you understand you get like these funny fights and stuff, but all these exhibition fights where you had like Logan Paul versus fucking Floyd Mayweather and blah, blah, blah against so-and-so and Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. And I don't know. They're incredible. Unless you're watching Canelo versus Crawford, like, at least you know
exactly
no one's
right.
At least no one's folding in that fight.
Yeah, you want to watch the best stuff. To be honest, I think a lot of people would just be watching it because they were hoping Joshua knocks him out, right? I think most people would be saying we want to see Joshua knock him out.
Well, I hope he beats him.
Included.
I hope he beats him. And then I want to see.
You never know. Also, with these things, are they scripted? You know, is it a little bit scripted?
He needs to win. He beats Anthony Joshua, and then I want to see Jake Paul versus Alexander Usyk for the World Championship. That's what I want to see. Because if Jake Paul somehow had any chance of surviving a minute and a half against Alexander Usyk, if he went 91 seconds in the ring with that guy and wasn't folded, then you know for a fact boxing is just all corrupted. Doesn't matter, because this guy's boxed the socks off of Tyson Fury, who you can argue is top 5 or top 10 greatest boxers to ever fight in a ring. Source. He's boxed the socks off of him. Alexander Usyk is top 5. You can maybe say top 4, top 3 of the best ever. Ever. Not in this generation. Ever. That's how good he is. An undersized, small heavyweight demolishing everyone. So, I don't know. Goliath, yeah, the boys. There you go, brother.
Away, mate.
All right, we'll get to some card stuff, mate. All right, Don Ross, just for
What do we
saucy.
got?
Road to the World Cup, mate. Of course, you're
Oi.
gonna
So
put
it's
this.
not Don Russ clearly, mate.
You're gonna put this guy on the front.
Oi. The goat.
There he is. Pessy. In North America, Panini takes his first step towards cardboard excitement that comes with it. Here it is. 25-26 Don Ross Road to FIFA World Cup. Collectors can expect to find one autograph and one mem card in every hobby box, which are large with a 360 total card set. Here's what some of the cards look like. So considering the size of the box and scope of the product, collectors can expect an expensive 250 card base set that encompasses top talents from around the world, with the World Cup expands from 32 to 48 teams. So there you go, Raul Jimenez from Mexico. You go Shea Charles from Northern Ireland. It's a rated rookie. They got the rated rookies on their source. That's what everyone wants. As it is with tradition, Don Ross, the parallels will be expansive. There'll be a gazillion of them with base versions and many optichrome parallels. Include the elusive 1-of-1 black, but there'll be 5 other or 10 other, 15 other 1-of-1 cards in the set anyway. Collectors can expect 18 parallels per hobby box, including 6 that are numbered. So here are the base parallels, and here's the chromium optic versions. So there's 2 black 1-of-1s in here, source, just letting you know. Boniface, here you go. LeBron James of soccer. Looks like it's sticker. That's exactly what you want to see.
Don't know how I feel about the Black World Cup in the corner.
It looks shit. They did this with the Qatar one. Remember, it didn't look that good.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
lack of thought.
It just looks shit.
Really is.
There it is.
They've
Bang.
got lazy. They're losing the lot. They're losing license. I don't know if they're losing the international.
Here he is. Here he is. Also, Mr. Bicycle kick himself.
Yes, what a goal, Cristiano.
The Sui. Oh, these look actually pretty cool. The
bicycle.
Animation.
I've had something similar like this before.
Dom. Should have been him and Gianni Infantini giving a envelope full of cash. This card. This looks terrible. If that's actually the design, that looks shit. Can you see how fake it looks? Look how bad that looks.
Yeah, look.
Panini's lost the plot, haven't they?
It's a hard one with the Kaboom because they're not numbered. There's some that are numbered. I think those ones are good to collect, but some of the other ones.
Anyway, let's get to a real product, mate. Let's get to a real product. Topps Merlin, mate. That's a product that Saucy actually likes. Topps Merlin UEFA Club Competition Soccer. Here you go, Didier Drogba.
No, scary.
And then what else we got here? Here's the Desiree Doué. All cards will be covered by plentiful parallel rainbow. Have a look at the Skittles. It's literally Skittles of cards, source. See the rainbow, be the rainbow. With freaking parallels. Current weight for hobby box to be $6.49 with 1 auto. Kalai says is New Zealand in the product. There wasn't a thing for that one. There's definitely no New Zealand in this product, I can tell you that much. Jude Bellingham autos. Yeah, the base autos, there's a gazillion refractors. You got Dembele, European Knights, Ronaldinho, Renaissance, Bukayo Saka. It's a bit of that stained glass look. Antoine Griezmann.
This is Topps Merlin. Yeah, look, Andy, I don't know if it's anything, but is there only 1 auto in the hobby box? Because they released, what was it, Topps Gold yesterday, and I was able to snag a box of that, and that was 2 autos.
There's 1 box in this, yeah.
So, yeah, it sucks that they've only put 1 auto in there, but...
Yeah, 1 auto hobby box. 3 base parallels, 2 base refractors, 4 base atomic refractors, 1 vintage Merlin refractor, 1 Merlin 1995 30th anniversary album card, and 6 additional inserts. And in a value blaster box, 3 mini diamond refractors, 1 number base parallel, 1 base refractors, 2 insert cards. So there you go. Release date is on the 19th of December. Saucy. Panini, Dom Ross, RTW, that is. I've still got it here. 1 auto, 1 mem card, 6 numbered parallels, 12 optic hollows, 48 inserts and insert parallels. This is for the World Cup product, ladies and gents. So, yeah. They have a release date, TBA. Here's some of the checklist where we'd like to just go straight to the autos. We don't care about the base autos. What do we want to see? Sorcerer's autographs. Iniesta. That's good. It's got John Terry. European Kings. Jamal Musiala. Paulo Maldini. Ronaldinho. Ronaldo. That'll be R9 Ronaldo. Who's winning the World Cup? Says Goliath.
Here we go.
Saucy knows my conspiracy behind that one, which I'm not revealing yet.
I was trying to work out how much Topps Merlin was directly from Topps. So from what I can see, they were about 140.
No,
340.
England is not winning the World Cup. On the money, Andy.
340 a box directly from Topps Hobby Box. So it's a tough one, Andy, because if you get it directly from Topps, you're paying $340 for the Hobby Box. It's not that bad, right? It's not that bad, but as soon as they get to the retailers here, obviously they're adding their margin on it. Understandable. They want to make some money on the boxes, and you're probably paying more, upwards of $500 to $600 a box, which it's hard to make it make sense for one auto. That's why,
make it make sense. We can't. Who's winning the World Cup? You're going to give an early prediction?
No, I'm not giving any early predictions.
Do I give my conspiracy now? Or do I wait? I'll give it. When should I give it? March.
I think we'll wait. We'll hold it.
March.
Doma. It's a good one. We've seen it play out before. So
if you've been connecting the dots, Goliath, you might be able to predict who I think could win the World Cup. Just pay attention to what's happening around the world. Could it be Haaland and Norway? So could be one of the saucy. That could be a saucy smoky as you pump them up a bit, just like not to win it, but to even come out of the group stages.
Yeah, well,
could be
we'll have to wait and see where teams fit into their groups, and there's still qualification to happen, Dom.
Maybe Italy.
They haven't even qualified, mate.
They haven't qualified, mate. We've got to see how they go
first before you can win it.
I'll just share this one first, and then we'll get on to just the main point of Hobby Talk.
Here it is.
So, Ascended Heroes. This is coming out next year. It's going to be the first set for Pokemon in 2026. It's already coming out, or already dropping on the 28th of November in Japan. It's called Mega Dreams. So you'll get a good look at this product about 2 months before it drops here. So we'll have actually locked in some boxes of Mega Dreams. Whether we rip them or they go onto the personals, who knows? We'll just wait and see. We just wanted to secure it just in case. We just got to sell out our other breaks, but this product is coming. We are securing it in Japanese. Will we break this in English? We'll see. It's all ETBs, so yeah.
Special set like Crown Zenith.
The Lucario special illustration is elite sauce. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's elite.
I've seen some of the previews.
It's got humongous cards in this set. Hello, Magda. Up the Ruse 2026.
I would be looking out, ladies and gentlemen. Over the next coming weeks, I reckon there will be pre-orders already opening for this Mega Dream set. So if you did want to get your hands on some boxes,
I'm actually going to get one. I'm going to get two.
Lookout.
I'm going to rip one. Rip an ETB source. I haven't ripped one since Champions Path.
ETBs are my favorite boxes. You know that, Doma.
Yes, I'll keep one, and then I'm gonna rip one. Gotta catch them all. Gotta collect them all. Magda, that's my series. Don't worry about catching them. Just gotta collect them. So anyway, that's Mega Dreams. Last but not least, Source. I just wanted to actually no, I got this one here as well. Sorry. Remember, Bape? Bape, the brand Bape, that ape. Bape.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're doing a collab heading into Survivor Series this week for the WWE. So they've got some monkey cards coming out by the looks of things, some Bape cards. There's John Cena, Auto, Rhea Ripley, the Aussie, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, Tiffany Stratton Auto, CM Punk, Becky Lynch, Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold. Yeah, that's just a bit of like the design work there. But I just wanted to stop on this Rock card, Source. Andy says, anyone got any bots I can borrow to get some sealed Pokemon? Well, I will give you a better tip, Andy. Just go pay $50 for an EB account, mate. Premium subscription to EB. The membership, sorry.
You won't be able to get any of the surprise drops like they dropped yesterday. They said,
that's
we have
okay.
prismatic stock and stuff like that. You won't be able to get any of that. But when the new sets release, as long as you're obviously checking the site regularly, or you
won't miss it.
You won't miss it. They usually it's usually open for a fair amount of time before they shut it for pre-orders, and they'll usually let you order 2 per account or whatever it is.
Right. And it's a deposit only, Andy. So just a deposit could be $20 to secure it, and you just pay the full amount when you pick it up on the day. So you can.
Yeah, that's another good thing about EB Games. All these places, they take pre-orders and they take your money $100, $50 or $120 up front for an ETB or $100, whatever it is. And you're pretty much just loaning them money for 2.5 months before they actually get the product. Keeping up the pump, but you're bumping up the cash flow in their business. Let's just say that. With your pre-orders.
I'm just going to bring Tiffany Stratton back up for Magda as per his request. You can screenshot that, mate. We'll just go to the tops. Anyway, I want to leave this Rock card up here, not for the fact that this is not a WWE segment. It is a cards in general segment. As you can see, it says the title of the show is "Would you get a 1/1 card signed?" Now, it's good that he's in the chat because Andy's Toy Story sent this question through the double coverage, and I said to him, "You know what? I'll answer it on the podcast." Didn't tell Source because I wanted Source to just off the fly. We don't do any prep for this stuff, but Andy asked me, and I actually answered him in the chat. So, Source, before I give you my answer, because Andy knows my answer, if you had a 1/1 card of Saka, The Rock, doesn't matter, non-auto 1/1 card, would you or would you not get it signed if you met that person? Yes, thinking. I like it.
Yeah, look, I don't know. Depending on the card. I think depending on the card. I have had numbered cards signed before. I think I've had a patch auto out of Supremacy of Zach Merritt, and he was at the Melbourne Card Fair, and I got it signed, although it wasn't a 1/1. I think it was like numbered to 25 or numbered to 50 patch auto. I got it signed. Comfortable with something like that because there's other copies that are out there. But even 1/1, if it was such a big 1/1 card, I probably wouldn't. It was like a bit of a lesser set or something. Maybe I would.
So it came up because of this source. Yeah, Aoki had a 1/1 George Russell rookie, and he actually went and met him at the Vegas Grand Prix and got him to sign the card.
Yeah, well, but it looks shit. It looks shit, Dom. If you're gonna do it properly, bro. Like, what are you signing with the blue texter? You can't even see it properly over his thing. It's pointless.
This guy here says, got to do a pen test on some base cards first.
Well, no, you do a pen test on the penny sleeve, and then you put the penny sleeve over the top and see what it looks like. You peanut. So if you're going to do it like that, no, don't do it. But if you're going to do it properly, then do it. I don't know. I wouldn't get that sign personally.
That card, but yeah, depending on the card you're saying.
All right,
no,
Kurt
so
can get it off anyway, so it's not damaged.
So I'm going to just... So Andy said to me, I'm going to read his answer, which is, even if he doesn't want it read out, couldn't give a shit, Andy. I'm reading it out. So he said he wouldn't. And he said because it said being the rarest card, I'd keep it pristine and just get like a to 99 or lower signed if it was a big name player, which is fair enough. Yep. But I do need to point out one thing to you, Andy. The thing is, it also depends on the set. Like, I think it could be a little bit different for an F1 card. But as I just went through that Topps Chrome, also the Donruss and through the Merlin set, there's more than one 101 in the set. There's like an Optic 101. There's an Optimum Chrome 101. So it's like, how actually rare is 101s when you can get 50? What was the Panini set last year where they had 50 101s in the set? So how rare is a 101? 101s used to be 101 of each player in the whole product, not 50 101s of the same player. So is it actually 101 or is it to 50?
It's a fair point.
That's where you got to look at it too. It depends on the sport, the product.
I think the magnitude of that card there.
That one there probably that does look shit though.
I think Aoki stuffed it.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
He's a Lamont anyway. He can just
go
back
to throw a cake in his own face.
He's just got to go back to Metapoo instead of getting poo signatures on
cards. Rebooted, mate. What do you mean? It's back on the up.
That's what I'm saying, mate. He's got to go back to. Well, speaking of Metapoo, they're doing full art cards for Metapoo.
Oh,
wow!
Who would have thought copying Pokemon would be a good idea?
Well, you know what's funny? I typed in Metapoo in the search bar instead of Metazoo by accident because I wanted to go to the page and bring it up. I actually typed in Metapoo. It's just ingrained in my head. Yeah, this is. Oh no! What the hell is this? That is definitely not it. Oh fuck! They got these stupid bloody things. I just want to show the full art card. Come on, hurry up! Alternate art. Here it is. This is what the cards. See, they're going a bit of a different route. There, see, changing it up, saucy.
I don't know. I don't think it's not gonna gain traction again.
Have a look at this bad boy when it flips around. Why does everything have to be a video, mate? Look at this, the Wendigo. That there source is the that is the Zard of the set.
Righto.
And they got this thing, just a potato.
Mr. Potato Head.
The Humple Dumple is what it's called. If this is not a Humple Dumple, a Humple dumpster fire.
Humple dump.
It is just a dump. Like
it's called because it's called Metapoo.
The mailbox postcard. What else they got in here? Shifting the balance. Shadow Parade. What else we got? I'm actually enjoying this a lot now, to be honest. The Raven Mocker.
Don't get sucked in. Go buying.
No, I'm not going to get sucked in, mate. They got freaking the Humple Dumple, mate. Like, this card actually does look good, to be honest. That actually does look pretty cool. If I actually did want to just go buy a Metapoo card, I'd just go buy for $1 at a card show, to be honest.
Everyone's flogging them off.
Anyway, to answer the question, to answer Andy's question, I would get the card signed. If I met Ronaldo and I had a 1-1, he's signing the card, mate.
Fair point.
So, good point. 1-1 paper tops. I might consider it 1-1 tops dynasty base. Maybe not. Says Andy.
I
Yeah.
think he partly agrees with me that the type of 1-of-1 I think is also important.
Was this Gary V shit? No, that's V Friends. It's another humple dumple of a product.
But at least V Friends, all right. You get some certain cards or whatever. You get your V Friends NFT. If you live in America, you can go to the events and everything, and it's good networking and stuff. Like at least there's a bit of something behind it.
Yeah, you got like
this Metapoo literally got nothing.
How did we not follow V Friends cards? You got like Erupt, the Cynical Cat, and what else you got? The next Kaboom. This could get a long one right here.
I'll have to start my V Friends collection.
No way. No way. The next Kaboom. No. The next Kaboom. This is the name of the reel. It's going to be a V Friends card. The next Kaboom. Empathy Elephant. 1-1.
Empathy Elephant. It doesn't look like he has empathy. It looks like he's about to charge straight through you.
This guy here says, I've seen this video 5 different times. Please make it stop. Anyway, this is what it's come to. Would I get the 1-1 Tops V Friends Chrome insert inspired by Pokemon? It's okay. They've pretty much just ripped it off here, Source, by the looks of things. Oh, the fly has literally just come right. I'm going to get it right on the show. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it on the podcast.
Oh, bang.
I missed him.
Come on, Doma.
Anyway, on that note, I'll leave it with this. There you go. I'm just going to leave it on this. The what I see. Poker Pirate from the universe of V Friends.
Hey, look, Doma, as much as you could say about V Friends, when it first came out, what did we say? We said if you can get a box, the way that they were releasing the boxes, get one, because as soon as you get it, you could probably resell it. And that was true. If you got one of the first boxes of V Friends, it's probably worth still way more than if you were able to get it direct at the time from, Gary V or however we were selling it at the time.
They do stickers as well.
So, hey, he's still fronting up. He's still fronting up the card shows going.
It's all right. I'm not bagging him out. I'm not bagging him out, Source.
The pumper, the base pumper, I call him.
He's obviously taken a lot of inspiration from cards throughout history, which is pretty cool as well. It's good to see that he's inspired by the hobby in his product. I'll give him credit there. And then he's obviously bringing some new designs too. That's pretty cool. He's also got his stickers as well. 16 super sticker sets. Like, that's pretty cool as well. Like cards and stickers and the Panini type thing. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But would I collect it? Probably not. I'll collect Metapoo. So anyway,
Riftbound or something is the one people are collecting these days. Apparently.
That's a re-release of a product, Riftbound.
I see. Apparently, I've seen there's tournaments going on and stuff now. Riftbound, it's a new TCG. I'm not sure.
James from Collector's Paradise was telling me that he started collecting it. At the Melbourne Card Fair when I bumped into him there.
Yep.
So it's League of Legends Source. So
Okay. Yes, I know League of
LOL.
Legends.
We know LOL because we went our high school, mate. All they did was play LOL. LOL.
Or Dota.
That's right. So here's Riftbound, League of Legends. So yeah. Anyway, it's taken off. Another card game. It's good to see. I would like seeing this stuff. Anyways, the biggest news story of 2026 is when Saucy starts playing Pokemon TCG, ladies and gentlemen, and starts
Yes.
competing in tournaments. Yes, you heard it here first.
I'm gonna learn. I'm learning.
That is not a prediction.
I'm downloading the app. I'm downloading the app. That's my first thing. Doma told me there's an app that you can play the game, learn.
Yes, you can even play Pokemon TCG online through your desktop computer. All right, so that, as Paul Heyman would say, Source in wrestling, is not a prediction. It's a spoiler. So that means it's definitely happening, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, because you probably weren't all expecting that, keep living, loving, and breathing sport and cards. I'm Dom with the Great Man Source. Double coverage. Peace out.
Peace out. Join them breaks.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double coverage.